already starting off like a Monday. I've already had my truck stuck twice. Not bad, but... And the reason I had it stuck is, of course, hooking up my pintle hitch, we had to move the skidder around on the highway because we're still running our chains, which we'll probably take our chains off here before long since winter's about over. We'll take our chains off and go back to just running tires. Usually, everything we do, we don't really... The chains are nice, don't get me wrong, but just like we could have roaded that skidder around no farther than it was, but I didn't want to run it down the blacktop. So, up here on top of this, they've got all this drain tiled. So it drains pretty good. Of course, up here the wind's been hitting it like crazy, so up top it's pretty dry. And it's not too bad down here, but it is a little greasy under here. We're making the most of it. I've been down here cleaning up treetops already, pushing treetops out of the field, and they're getting ready to hook up to some logs and take them up to the deck. Now, once they start getting some logs decked up there, I'll start working up the deck. But as of right now, I'm just going to try to stay on top of this cleanup, keeping all the brush and debris out of the cornfield here. That's the last thing we want to do, is leave a mess down here for the farmers. So we'll wait till they get a few turns up there and try to get ahead of us. Then we'll go up there and start working the log deck, getting logs bucked and laid out, and try to roll through this pretty quick. I don't know how many feet will be on this side of the creek here. We really don't know. We're hoping for, you know, we'd like to see 10 is what we'd like to see on the footage, 10,000. But it's just kind of unknown yet. It's off to a good start, cutting some pretty good trees to start with, so we'll see what happens. A couple jewels right there coming out. Got some size and some height to them. Yes, they do. Some size and some height. Good trees. Need to switch back to running our shorter chokers. I need to put some 8-footers on there. We're running the 10s. The thing I don't like about the 10s all the time, if you get some smaller logs, your logs tend to drag the ground. I like to keep them up off the ground every chance we get. Uh-oh. Starting to get soft going through there. That ain't good. Not good. It's amazing how at one time the countryside just all over was so littered with old train, like railroad, or should I say old trains, railroad train tracks. This old railroad bed here is kind of a property line that runs up through here along with this creek. Of course, we're cutting on the north side of this creek up until it runs into the old railroad bed. Then we go north and back east. Kind of an odd way to jog, but some dandy trees growing down through here. A pair of them right here. Well, that's a doozy right there. I'm marking property lines to make sure we stay where we're supposed to. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, to try to stay ahead of the guys. Then I'm going to go look at some timber here just shortly. But I've been on brush detail with the skid steer as well, cleaning up treetops out of the field. But on instances like this, it's essential to get all your boundary lines marked when there's no fences. There's, you know, the joy of technology is that we can use apps on our devices to go off property lines, especially when both parties are in agreement, which luckily this is our client's farm and this is his aunt's farm over here, so that makes a big difference there as well. But yeah, this I was wanting to walk up and check out this old railroad bed here. See if we can climb up this. I don't think this one's that old, judging by the concrete culvert there. Oh, that'll be fun to cut. There's no tie there. I would say this one really ain't all that old. It doesn't look like there's any trees or brush growing up through the middle of it yet. Of course, the rail's gone, but whew, out of shape. There goes one. Bang. Pretty good trees. Hopefully we can stay ahead of the weather. Hopefully we can stay ahead of the weather. Up here on the deck, getting all these logs worked up. Trying to get them sorted. Stay ahead of the guys, which is not happening. Let's see. Oh, I think I'm asking too much here. Oh, I think I am asking too much. I was going to try to go 3 with it, but I better try to go 3 with this other one. There we go. After being on this 299 for a while, or being on the 299, coming back onto this 289 machine, it's kind of like a big downgrade here on power and performance. I'm trying to get all these logs packed over this first terrace because we don't want to have to send the trucks over this terrace here, and we'll get them up here on this higher ground where it's likely to kind of stay dry. Easy, old girl, easy. Oh boy. Good save, good save. See, that's another thing. My 299's got that weight kit. And I'm used to being able to not do that so much anymore on that light front end, those nose dives. Get out of there. Lay flat, lay flat. Mess or sweep it out of the way there. Yeah, so we're getting a pretty good jump on it. Be a pretty decent pile of logs. It's getting close to noon, so I figure we'll be going to take lunch before long. I kind of figure the guys will finish up that down there. Kenny will, on getting them cut. There goes one right there falling, I just seen. So they'll probably get those cut before we take a break. But I bet we got I don't know, close to 3,000 feet by the time they get those down there. These are pretty good logs. Got some height to them, some size. Of course, those two there, John's got drug up. I'm still in the process of trying to get cleaned up what I got bucked up earlier. The old cat's out of place here. Those all John Deere equipment. We got a 200C track hose and a 750C dozer. They're here doing some terrace work, some cleaning work. Somebody local has been. I'd kind of like to have both of those for my own. I'm asking too much here, asking too much. I got a better idea. Of course, these forks are bent, so it doesn't make it any easier to pack logs. Now, I stayed longer than I said I was going to stay. I kind of rescheduled a couple of my appointments for this afternoon, but we've got a pretty good pile out today. All things considered, with the slow start we had this morning, pretty good start. So I'm going to go look at this timber. And we're going to be back tomorrow to work on this project here again. Calling for a slight chance of rain tonight, isolated storms. So we'll see how that plays out, and hopefully we can have a good productive day tomorrow. Get this one wrapped up and in the books. On to the next. Guys, thank you so much for always hanging out with us. I guess check out all of our stuff on social media outlets. Turner Logging and Instagram, Facebook. Everything we do at loggerthreads.com, and the Timber Tracker app, which here in the coming days I'm going to do just a kind of a video itself on my Timber Tracker app, and we're going to kind of just put it in action, kind of show what it does. I've got a new iPad here that I bought this weekend and got it all set up, so I think it'll be good for kind of demonstrating on it if anybody's got any questions. I know Several people have called me before to talk about it, which I'm always up for talking about it. I enjoy talking about it and explaining things, so don't hesitate. Email, phone call, whatever. Guys, we'll see you later. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.